What's up, everybody? It's Beacock, and welcome to another cast. And in this game, it is a crazy fucking game. Again, the odd one, Wings of Death, Nhat, Aphromoo, all on the same team against Pobelter, Salce, SilSol. I don't know Mochi Balls, but it's a sick name, and Fornod, Zekent, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go for, I like SilSol. I like the aggressive lane he's running bottom. I feel like he'll carry the team to victory if he does well enough. Aphromoo, not Aphromoo. Aphromoo, one of the strongest AD carries right now, definitely has a strong following behind him. A lot of people seem to have him as one of their favorites as in the AD carry category. Good guy as well. Seems like he's a really nice dude, so back him on that. But I'm going to go with SilSol here, bled on purple team. And hopefully this random bet will get me through it. The betting is now reset, guys, so it is 0-0 again. If you've been following the league cast for any amount of time, you know that after I misbet 3 times, I give away a $10 Riot Point card. So, if you guys are following along there at all, you will realize the betting's reset. That means something happened to where the betting reset for a reason. A double kill goes down to Sona on bottom to that SilSol. So it looks like I did hop in the game just soon enough to see what happened there. Let's see. Here we go. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I just missed it. Let's see. Here we go. The fight goes in stars. Well, Nhat actually engages. It looks like he's trying to, being very aggressive against this lane. Now, when trying to go in here, will he land an E? No, he's just going to go ahead and back out. Looks like he's playing pretty passive, but he sees that Sony, he sees that SilSol there. Wants to go ahead and land as many passes as he can on there. However, being way too aggressive, I believe. Aphromoo getting focused down so hard by both the support as well as Ezreal. And Mochi Balls will go ahead and take a double kill. Most likely going to be putting his team very far in the head there. Hopefully getting early oracles and able to deny warding all around Dragon area, which will definitely help his team towards the mid game, considering they are now 4 kills ahead. I bet for them, by the way. Hoo-ha! And if they're 4 kills ahead and they have Dragon Control in the mid game, it looks like late game is going to be kind of hard to even get to be honest. Pobelter actually landing middle against this Light Sludge, who I've never heard of, but hopefully they can prove me that they're a good player. Right now they're 0-1, no big deal. We'll see how that continues to play out. Pantheon a very strong middle against most middles. Having that strong poke right there, see it does about 100 health. And while I'm talking about that, we see Salce coming top, trying to get a gank here on Wings of Death. Wings of Death has kick available though, so he will most likely just get out of here. He's not even a waste kick, not enough damage going down by Salce, no CC going down by either Fornod, I'll call him Zekent or Salce. Wings of Death being smart, checking in here to make sure Salce is back yet. He obviously realizes now that he hasn't, and he's going to play safe up there. Ping going on top by Wings of Death. Hopefully to get the odd one up there to help him out here with this constant ganking going on by Salce right now. Looks like odd one will respond, try to get a gank through lane going on here. And that'll go ahead and get him past any wards that would have been in this river area over here. I'll go ahead and hop in the bush and look for Fornod Zekent to actually start playing aggressive. As Ahri is just getting pushed to the turret middle lane, and it's making me kind of worried over here.
Just like I've learned
I don't... Odd one going ahead and taunting in the bush over there. I don't want to... Oh, hold up. Kill going down on middle lane against Ahri. The Ignite will finish her off. I noticed at the last second. I'm getting a little bit better at it. Let's see what's going on here. Pobelter is going to go ahead and most likely throw Q just to start. Sees that she's about half health. He's going to jump on her with stun. She sees him coming in. Oh, he gets that E up a little too early. Jumps on her with stun. You're going to try to get some auto attacks. One more auto attack with the crit will help him burst her down. And the Ignite finishes her off. A good move by Pobelter. And Light Sludge not proving to me that he's a good player and he should be at this elo yet, but against the counter lane like Pantheon, it's kind of hard to do against. And Odd One's going to go in here and try to see if he can do anything against this Pantheon. I'm highly doubting it. Just going to slow him and take the farm. Better move there by actually trying to engage on anything. Salce being very passive in jungle. His lane's basically just winning by themselves right now, besides Zekent. Could use some help up there. However, it is refreshing to see a jungler not winning the game for his team, and rather his lanes doing what they're supposed to be doing and playing strong and playing right. Looks like Nhat and Aphromoo are going to go down for these golems right here. It's very good to continue to keep getting these golems with your bottom lane if your jungler lets you. Looks like the odd one doesn't mind there, but it does give you that advantage early game that blue team loves so much, as well as it gives you that advantage towards the later ends of the game because you get those 2 farm every time they're up. That's an extra 2 farm that your other bottom lane doesn't get. And that big golem is worth about 48 gold, I think, somewhere around there, 48, 42, something like that. And it looks like somebody's about to make a move here. Bottom lane I really want to watch right now because the odd one is coming in from behind. If Nhat does engage here, he'll most likely be able to catch up. Stun on Sona being the only way they'd be able to stop Nunu's ult. Let's see if she pops it before he comes, which is good. Odd one getting cock blocked by all those minions over there. Aphromoo taking so much damage, but does burst out, and Sona down the rest of her health. SilSol will most likely go down to Aphromoo, but that W by Ezreal just doing so much damage there. Is he maxing that? Is what I'm confused about now. Let's see. Yeah, that is level 4, actually. As opposed to maxing his Q, he's going to go ahead and start maxing that W. A skill I have not seen many players do, but I guess he's going ahead and opting to do that just because it is an easier skill shot to land, as well as Janna's Q passive does give him extra AP. Most likely, just something he's trying out right now. I know most players actually do max Q on Ezreal first, considering it is his main damage spell. Plus, it does actually reduce the cooldown on his ultimate. I can only assume they're doing that. He's maxing W just to get both of those harassed down, as Corki and Leona will have to clump up if they actually try to go aggressive on them. And Pobelter just being so dominant in this mid lane right now. Ahri not being able to get any farm really, and Salce going to try to go aggressive on Nhat here, but Pantheon's going to jump in as well. Will he be able to catch her? Yes, the slow from red buff slows him down just enough to catch up. Odd one trying to get off a full channel ultimate, he will, but it doesn't seem to do much damage, if any. Gets Salce down to basically no health. Aphromoo goes down to Pantheon with the triple kill there. Sorry about the lag there, guys, but I think we got the gist of that team fight. That Nunu ult not doing as much damage as it should have. Building no AP right now besides 1 gold per 5 on that Nunu will be the culprit for that matter. And Ahri's going to go ahead and try to push while she knows the purple team is taking that dragon. But even if she gets that, even if she gets that middle lane, then it's not really going to be worth it compared to. And she needs to get out of there now because I'm sure Pantheon could still beat her even though she has that low health. She might try to go aggressive here seeing he has such low health. She misses E, which is not what needs to happen. Double red buff going down on Light Sludge. She goes down relatively easy there. Doesn't even get her ult off though. She doesn't even use ult to try to get away. That stun from Pantheon lasting too long. I guess she just opted not to use it, assuming that she could probably get away, but she was definitely wrong there. I mean, not get away, assuming she was going to die anyway. So, kind of a bad move. If she was going to die anyway, she is dead for what? About 20 seconds. Cooldown would have been 40 seconds when she got back up. She's not using it for anything anyway, so it would have been better just to at least try to get away there. She probably had a chance to at least waste some more of their time instead of having Pantheon be able to now go back and buy farm up her middle lane and push it to full. Wings of Death now having a little bit of trouble against this Zakenton right now. And let's see what's going on bottom lane. Nothing really too exciting. Just Aphromoo and Nhat trying to play defensive against that winning bot lane of Ezreal and Sona. Ezreal at 91 farm, as well as Corki at a nice 90 farm. However, Ezreal does have 2 kills to Corki's 1. We'll go ahead and be pretty happy about that. Wings of Death is trying to farm on turret here. I believe Kayle is supposed to be a counter to Singed, which is kind of curious because she was doing pretty poor early game. Her late game getting better and better though as this game goes on. Light Sludge has really no options here. If I was then I would have started maxing Q on that Ahri instead of maxing that W. It looks like Pobelter might go aggressive on him again. Taking so much turret damage, however he's just going to back out. He knows that he doesn't need to take any more. Turret damage does do more damage the more consecutive times it hits you, excuse me. And because of that, since he already got those 2 turret shots off, he didn't want to dive there. Plus he does realize she did not use ult when she got ganked last time. So it's definitely 100% up. Doesn't want to be too greedy, he wants to keep his lead there. If he dies, he's worth a lot of gold right now. And let's see what's going on top lane. Odd one's coming top lane as well as Salce. Salce will stop to get these golems for a stone. Most likely will not gank, considering he has no mana there. Odd one shows himself while he tries to gank though, and makes that an ineffective gank. Kind of just showing his presence there, maybe shooing off Kayle a little bit so she doesn't try to push the turret as much anymore. Good move. Nhat trying to take back advantage of this bottom bush. He needs to take advantage of this bottom bush from Mochi Balls. Mochi Balls doing such a good job with that Sona, who hasn't been played very often until recently. I've seen a lot of Sona players. Plus that W damage from SilSol doing so much with the follow-up from the Q as well as the proc from, I don't even want to check because I should know, I'm going to check. Proc from Sheen, excuse me, I knew that. Proc from Sheen. And Sludge needs to get off this turret right now because if he stays any longer, Pantheon's going to be able to actually burst him down. Looks like Salce is actually going to go ahead and donate that blue buff to Pantheon, so his harass is infinite now. And his bot lane is just not doing well at all. Aphromoo taking the brunt of the damage here. A good ult from Pantheon coming down. Going to be able to land on everybody here. Going for Nhat and win. Odd1 trying to channel his ult and keep the rest of Purple Team out. But it actually won't do much. Salce is going to come down and hopefully turret dive here. No, he's going to be smart and back off the turret. Get a Q off on Aphromoo from long range. Go ahead and be safe with that. Light Sludge just kind of poking his head in there and being like, I'm going to go back and farm because I can't really do anything because I have no health and no damage. This turret easily being taken down from the rest of the team. Light Sludge not going to be able to capitalize on this. He pushes so slow right now with his Q most likely only at level 2. Ooh, that not doing that much damage from SilSol there. Surprisingly small damage, to be honest. And will they actually go ahead and take this purple turret? This second turret? Yeah, it looks like Salce will actually ult for it, pop his E, and see how much damage they can do to it. Will Pobelter be able to catch out Odd1? No. Pobelter's going to nicely walk away, take that global gold, 11-2. Not looking good for Blue Team at all, but Light Sludge finally does take a turret. He will go down for it, however, one death, another death on her, only worth about 170 gold. For that 150 gold team-wide is definitely worth it. Salce trying to be sneaky over here and take blue, and take red, excuse me, but being caught out by Blue Team. He will go ahead and die, trying to channel and let Pantheon have any amount of time to get up to him. But he will go down. Aphromoo last hitting that like a champ. Definitely needs to start getting any amount of kills or gold on Aphromoo because he is their AD carry, and he is so far behind compared to that Ezreal, who's now 2-1-4. Has that Triforce, which is not as much damage as I would hope for an Ezreal to be getting right now. If anything, Aphromoo will actually be doing more collective damage to the whole purple team than Ezreal will be doing to blue team. Triforce, not the most damaging item in the game, to be honest. Something I would suggest to get later rather than earlier. Aphromoo going to opt to instead go for either an Infinity Edge or a Bloodthirster. Second going to be engaged on by Wings of Death here. However, it looks like the rest of purple team is calling. For some reason, Pantheon is going bottom instead of trying to help his top lane. Second does have his ult available though, and Wings of Death does kick him away, trading ults. Pantheon going to be hopping top now. As I was just mentioning, Wings of Death easily need to be caught out here. That W is not going to do much for him. Getting stunned, getting double stunned, and it easily goes down to Pobelter, who is now a happy 7-0-2. Going to be so hard to take him down, especially since he is going straight damage and has great positioning. One of the best traits of Pobelter. Very good positioner in team fights. Definitely knows how to work his way around. Will Light Sludge try to make an engage here? No. Knows that if Pantheon shows up, she's dead in about 3 freaking hits. So she's going to say, screw that, and go top lane and just try to farm herself back into this game. Because at this point, having 2 Dorn's Blades and a big needlessly large rod is not going to do much. We're going to look at that in a second, because I'm sure that was sick. Nhat Wing goes ahead and gets away easy there. Let's see what happened with that Ezreal snipe. Alright, Ezreal's going ahead and walking around bottom here. Aphromoos like, I want golems. And he goes like, no. Farm for farm. Farm. Aphromoos like, golems. Aphromoos gonna be like, I'm gonna go pop my head out here. I can fight this Ezreal, no problem. I can take down this Ezreal, no problem. Ezreal's like, shitload of damage out of nowhere. Gonna miss my ult completely. That heal gonna go ahead and save him there. They do trade. I didn't notice that originally. Good trade, I guess, for blue team in general, because that Ezreal is worth a lot more money than, wow, that Ahri looked up and not letting her ult hit that that Baron there. She's going to go ahead and cut out by this Moshi Balls though then, and Pobelter. Going to go ahead and cut her off and secure another kill for Pobelter, getting him up to 8 now. And it's just seeming more and more hopeless as this game goes along. The Odd One needs to get out of there before he gets caught out by Pobelter. I could just hear the Odd One raging right now. He's not doing too terrible in this game. Only 1, 2, and 3. Almost has as much farm as Ahri, which is definitely a problem. Ahri should have far more farm than the Odd One should ever have right now. And purple team going to go ahead and easily take this dragon uncontested. Aphromoo making his way down the bot lane just to go ahead and last hit there. He's going to get cut out by Pantheon though. Or will he? does have his Valkyrie still up. Pantheon, or Pobelter, excuse me, not going to go ahead, excuse me, and not waste any flash or anything on him there. Being aware that his Valkyrie is still up, I would have easily gotten away there. And now blue team's going to try to do what they basically have to do and farm themselves back into this game. And to be honest, I don't think any amount of farm is actually going to get them back in this game. You have that Kayle on that team that has a 3-second invincibility, or vulnerability, whatever you want to call it. And that fed Ezreal, that fed Pantheon are going to go ahead and do enough damage and have that 3 seconds of shielding from that Kayle to go ahead and be safe there. If Pantheon dies, Ezreal will win the team fight. If Ezreal dies, Pantheon will win the team fight. Wings of Death kind of failing there a little bit. If he would have landed that Q, would have engaged there and maybe landed the kill, but Zaken always does have that ultimate on the ready, so you never really know. Pantheon going on a little search party over here does almost catch out one of blue team's members there, but Wings of Death going to be ahead and get caught on the turret here. No chance at all. 4v1 and blue. We have one person bombing for blue and the rest of the team split up around the map trying to farm up. But while they're trying to farm up and catch up, purple team's going to do just this. And another fight going down. Come on, Aphromoo. Let me look at these stats. See. Aphromoo walking around in a circle, trying to farm. SilSol's being like, what's up, dude? Doesn't land that Q, lands every skill shot. Gonna try to go ahead and use his E-Wave, but that slow going down. Aphromoos gonna be like, fuck it, I'll engage, and he's gonna die. Holy shit, a lot of damage going down from Aphromoo at the last second. If he would have fought the whole time, he might have been able to trade, actually. However, Ezreal still did have his ult available, so it's hard to say. Light Sludge gonna see if she can do, or he, excuse me, can do anything over here. I'm curious to watch this. We basically know this turret's gonna go down. So I want to see if Light Sludge can land the kill here, or she'll just fucking die. Let's see, she's going to go ahead and actually hit her E this time, hop over the wall, land and ignite. Will she go down? Will he go down? Will SilSol live? Another flash from her goes ahead and nets that kill, but while she's doing that, another turret and inhibitor goes down for blue team, and that's going to push them further out than any singular kills could really do for them. It's 6 turrets to 1 right now in purple team's favor. It's going to be a rough game of coming back if they can even do that at this point. It's 20 minutes in. We're 6 turrets down. There's a problem there. Purple team pinging Baron, seeing Ahri bot lane. But not enough health there. Most of the purple team opts to go back there. SilSol, Zekint, all decide we need to heal. They don't want to risk it. They're so far ahead right now that if they get Baron and they lose Baron fight, it would basically be like throwing the game. Stonation going to go to Aphromoo. Aphromoo having that Infinity Edge, most likely why he was doing so much damage in that last fight against Ezreal, that 1v1. And yeah, the only way blue team is really going to be able to come back is by, I would say, focusing Ezreal with Kayle not being in the fight. And then from there, focusing Pobelter and hoping that fucking Master Yi just doesn't grow a brain. If you think about it though, building a lot of armor on blue team would definitely help them survive a lot. Hold on a second, a jump going down bottom lane. Pobelter slowing Odd1. Odd1 tries to flash out, but go ahead and gets caught. Maybe that was Nhat win, excuse me. We're trying to get our Zekint over there. Ooh, that landed. Zekint's going to try to get in there. Definitely going to catch out Odd1 here. Unless an ult hits him, will he be able to make it? Nhat win for some reason backtracking out, trying to get that exhaust off so he doesn't speed himself up. Zona's going to get in here. Will she land a stun? She's not. She's going to realize her team's not with her. She's going to back out. Good move by her. Good control over that ultimate, who is so vital for them to win team fights. An AoE ultimate is always so strong. And they're going to go ahead and do this again. Push this 4. Because they know, even with 5, they probably wouldn't be able to stop them here. So much damage from Pobelter. Almost lands a kill there. Will she die? No, she'll go ahead and live. That Fountain hardly staying here. Nhat win getting bursted down so hard by Pobelter as well. Pobelter is just so far ahead right now. That's way too much damage to the rest of them, and him single-handedly, I wouldn't want to say could 1v5 him, but could take out anybody on this team in just a few hits. You saw how much his Heartseeker strike did. You saw how much his Q did, and that Q's up every, what? How often is that Q up as they start going for Baron, by the way? That Q is up, what? Every 2.8 seconds. And it also can crit if they have less than 15% health. Problem. Definitely a big problem right now for a blue team. Somebody on purple team pinging Baron, but once again they're opting to go ahead and push these turrets in. 2 inhibitors already down. A third one will most likely just push blue team over the edge here, excuse me. They most likely make it so that they basically have no hope. Purple team going to go ahead and walk back to that Baron over there and see if they can snag it while 3 inhibitors are down. So much pressure from minions going down from blue team. They can't even hope to actually leave this and try to contest Baron right now, because if they leave, they'll most likely lose a turret or two because of the massive pressure going down by all those stupid minions. And this Baron's going to fall so fast right now. Starting at 11 health, about 10 seconds in the fight, already down to 0. And an easy Baron being taken by purple team there. Most likely going to push them off the edge here. Will blue team surrender? Who knows, but at this point there's really not much they can do. A Baron fight is what they needed to get them back in, and purple team reacted perfectly there. Not even allowing them to get anywhere near Baron to take it. Making them stay back in their base and basically just play defensive as they take that Baron. Aphromoo forcing... Oh my gosh, really? Excuse me. Aphromoo being forced to buy potions here. We're looking middle lane right now. Excuse me, guys. I accidentally clicked the program in the background. Because Ezreal is just so far ahead, Aphromoo has to do something to justify him being so far behind. Wings of Death almost being caught out here, and purple team's just going to go ahead and push straight down middle now. Going to try to catch out Light Sludge or the Auto One. Auto One gives no shits right now. He knows this game's over. He wants to go ahead and just finish it. Auto One's going to burst it down. No, hardly living. Salce almost going down, but that ultimate going off from killing. Healing back up the rest of himself through the lifesteal, and now we'll go ahead and seal the deal there. Looks like Pobelter as well as the Cam will easily take down this turret. SilSol trying to go ahead and poke and keep the rest of the team out. But really no help at all for the blue team at this point. The game is pretty much over after that first or second dragon that they grabbed there. And a very good game. Very one-sided game. It's still a very good cast to do here. I really thought that blue team had a better chance of winning in the beginning there. That's why I bet on purple team. But Pobelter just went off so hard against that no-name Ari in mid lane that he forced his team. He was able to get ganks left and right, kind of like an AD version of a TF, using his ult to go all across the map, as well as bot lane doing so strong against their SilSol, maxing that W and being able to come on top there. Very interesting game. Kale's items were shit, so I don't know how she was doing any damage. However, very good game in general here. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is now 1-0 in my favor for the betting. Sorry about that, but better luck next time, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Peacock for the Leaguecast, and I'm signing out. You guys have an awesome day.